What's going on, guys? It's your boy Carson here, back with a brand new video, and in today's exciting video, we're performing a 6-month ceramic coating wash. Let's get into it. All right, guys, and exactly that. It's been 6 months since we coated my client's WRX STI with Inspiration Stout. That's one of P&S's brand new ceramic coatings. Now, in this video, we're gonna go over everything that we did when washing the car, everything from the wheels to applying a paint sealant after to checking water behavior. So let's get into it. First thing first, when we are washing a car, of course, we wanna start with the wheels. Now, for this demonstration, we used a few different products on the wheels. We used Armor Detail Supply tire cleaner on the tires and Armor Detail Supply wheel cleaner on the wheels. The tire cleaner was diluted 2-to-1 and the wheel cleaner was used straight. After that, we went ahead and foamed on P&S Brake Buster at full dilution. Now, of course, that does get a little bit diluted when you put it in a foam cannon, but it was not diluted in the actual foam cannon chamber itself. Now, you can see me use a plethora of different brushes. I started with the Easy Detail barrel brush to get into the barrels of the wheel to clean out any of the contamination that's in the wheels. Now, the cool thing about this car is it's not a daily driver. It's more of his weekend warrior car. So it's not super dirty, and he recently switched over to less dust pads. So it makes my job quite a bit easier. I started with the tire brush, scrubbing down the tires to get all of the excess tire dressing and the browning off the tires. Next, we went ahead and used the Ultra Wheel Mitt by the Rag Company and got in every nook and cranny. We got in each one of those spokes there and the wheel lip. These are very intricate wheels, so it's kind of hard to do, but we got it done. And finally, we went in with the intricate details and used our Detail Factory Tri-Grip brush. Personally, I prefer just the smaller handle one. We got behind there, got behind the caliper and the lug nut holes and around the center caps. And that wheel is looking great. Now, in my process, what I do is I go ahead and rinse down the car and check out for any problem areas that potentially need to be sorted. AKA, I'm checking for flat spots or spots that the coating is potentially clogged. So let's go ahead and do that now. What I'm doing is I'm taking my pressure washer tip and I'm using the 40-degree nozzle on there and I'm hitting it from different angles. I'm checking out the water behavior on each and every panel just to make sure that there's not any obvious super crazy flat spots where the coating has potentially died or is severely clogged. Now, you'll notice potentially on a daily driver on the lower rockers, especially on the front passenger and driver side, that's where a lot of your contamination is going to build up there, and that's where you may have to hit it with a clay bar, and we'll get to that step later in the video. Now, in this one, you can see very specifically that the top of the passenger door is having an issue. Now, we're gonna hit that with clay and figure out and see if that is a coating issue, if the coating is prematurely failed there, or potentially if it just needs a clay. So stick around and find that out. Same thing with this back quarter panel. Talking with the vehicle's owner, I was fortunate enough to have the vehicle owner there while we were doing this. We're pretty good friends, so we were kind of talking through it. This side is exposed to the elements a lot more where he parks, and so this side is a lot more prone to contamination on the surface and a lot more UV damage. All right, and we've identified our problem areas, so let's go ahead and start with our least abrasive way to clean out this ceramic coating. We're gonna go ahead and start with a decontamination shampoo. Today, I went ahead and went with Kosh Chemie Active Foam, and we diluted this about a 10-to-1, about 100 mils to our 1,000 mil foam cannon. As you can see, Active Foam is a little bit more of a runny soap, and it's meant to do that. It's meant to pull that contamination all the way down towards the bottom of the car so it's easier to rinse off. Now, of course, we want to start with a decontamination shampoo, as this is the least aggressive way possible. Next, we're gonna have to hit it with our contact wash. You can do it a couple ways. You can go ahead and just contact wash the surface with your regular wash mitt, rinse it, see if it's restored the properties there. That's what I would typically recommend. Or you can go ahead and contact wash it with a ultra clay scrubber. Now, the ultra clay scrubber is a synthetic clay, meaning that it will not scratch or mar the surface if you're using it properly. So that's what I'm going to be using as my wash media today, and just going over the entire car just to make sure everything is all good. The soap that we're using today was Koshkemi GFX. I had a little bit left, which is their Gentle Snow Foam Christmas version or their holiday version. Now, I went ahead and put about 150 mils or a 10-to-1 dilution in my foam cannon there, and it has, of course, immaculate results. And you can see me here, I'm only foaming half the car, and I'm doing that for a specific reason. I'm only working half of the car at a time just because I want to make sure that I'm not having any soap drying on the surface. Now, the day was a very overcast day, which is great. It's great for washing cars, but it was also a little bit windy outside, so I didn't want it to dry on the surface and cause any issues. Now, GFX is close to pH neutral, so it won't do any harm, but it's always good to stay cautious. So I went ahead, of course, and foamed half the car. Now, as you can see here, I'm working in those smaller sections, checking everything, and I'm kind of listening to the ultra clay scrubber, making sure I'm not picking up a ton of contamination. Now you rinse. I went ahead and rinsed the whole entire car, and those spots that we were having some smaller issues with immediately cleared up with the clay bar, which is great. Now, if it would have not solved the issue, then I would have looked into potentially recoating those problem areas. Could have been where you didn't put the coating on too much or maybe too little, whatever it may have been. That's where you have to kind of go back to the drawing board, potentially do a light polish and recoat. Now we start, of course, the drying process. I utilize a leaf blower and, of course, a drying towel to make sure I don't have any streaks or water droplets anywhere. I was fortunate enough where my client was with me, and I recruited him to help me out just a little bit, and he blew dry the car while I was kind of cleaning up, and I went ahead and followed him with the M22 by the Rag Company. And finally, we finished it out with a 6-month paint sealant. We used Inspiration Defender on this job specifically, as it does play nice with Inspiration Stout. Now, Defender is my go-to paint sealant, as it does last easily 6 months, and especially in his case. We finished the glass with a little bit of Reflect, as the glass was looking a little sad and we weren't ready for a glass coating yet. And finally, we went ahead and dressed the tires with Armor Detail Supply Ghost, as it is a tire sealant, and that's what he opted in for. Alrighty, and that is pretty much it, and that is what I do for a 6-month coating update. In my detailing business, when I do ceramic coatings, I include a 6-month wash included with the price of the coating. Now, that may be controversial, but I like to do that because I want to see how the coating's performing and potentially any problem areas I can catch immediately. It also sets you aside from different detailers that will just coat the car and send them on the way and never speak with them again. It also promotes a great, healthy relationship with them. And the 2 that I've done already, they've booked an additional 6-month wash in the next, of course, 6 months, which is always good to have. But if you guys did enjoy this content, make sure to press the like button. If you guys are on mobile, make sure to press the hype button. It does an immaculate job for smaller channels like mine, and it pushes us out to larger audiences. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to press the like button down below, subscribe down below if you're brand new, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.